Now, the Zionists, Sahih non-Muslim I call it, in Sahih non-Muslim, in the book of Zionists, Naftali Bennett is saying that these protests have, quote, devastated our influence. But the Muslim is asking whether it has any relevance. There was a very good, not very good, let me take that back, not very good. There is a podcast that was sent to me when I was on a plane flying between a couple of cities. It's a podcast of Jordan Peterson. I don't watch him. I just want to go on record. I do not watch his podcast. Someone sent me and said, Semi, please watch the first 3 minutes. That's it. I want to be clear about this. I don't watch him. In any case, he said, please just watch the first 3 minutes. It's an interview of Jordan Peterson and Naftali Bennett. Naftali Bennett was the prime minister of the apartheid state who tried to attack the Jenin refugee camp. It was under his watch that Shireen Abu Akleh, the Al Jazeera journalist, was killed. Jordan Peterson asks Naftali Bennett in the first 3 minutes, he says to him, what message do you have to these ignorants who protest in Washington, in London, etc., who don't have the full information that Israel is in the right? What impact would you say these protests have had? Wallah al-Azim. Naftali Bennett responds and says, these protests have been devastating for our influence amongst our allies in these capitals. Now, the Zionists, Sahih non-Muslim I call it, in Sahih non-Muslim, in the book of Zionists, Naftali Bennett is saying that these protests have, quote, devastated our influence. But the Muslim is asking whether it has any relevance. The Muslim says, do the encampments have any relevance? And Netanyahu does a press conference begging Biden to send in police to go and stop those encampments. And Biden responds by sending police to beat them up. But the Muslim still says whether it has an impact or not. The Muslim says whether the Coca-Cola that they bought at Amigos or any of these other like places where they might sell it. I don't know if Amigos sell it. Let me take that back actually. But in any of these other places, he says, what's one Coca-Cola going to do? While the Zionist lobby is lobbying every single state in America to introduce a law to ban companies that boycott from winning government contracts and fining people as well. The Muslim says, what's the point? The Zionist is saying, I need to stop it. And that's why I argue that if you don't like the fact that it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who says doing it, then at least do it because the Zionists believe that it is devastating.